Yo guys, what is going on? Insanity coming back at you today with another Division video, and today we're going to be taking a look at the entire weekly vendor reset for the week of September 29th, 2017. Like always, we're going to be starting down over in the terminal of the base of operations, and over at the special equipment vendor, the first thing I would recommend picking up this week would be the Tactician's Authority vest with 1997 armor, 1259 stamina, 4% all resist, and 9% skill haste. The second thing on the list I would recommend stopping and picking up would be the Century's Call's harness as well, 1902 armor, 1140 firearms, 4% all resist as well, and 9% skill haste. Again, these are things that you can always try and optimize in update 1.8, so stay tuned for that. Next stop is going to be over at the Alpha Bridge holster with 992 armor, 1200, 1200, and 1200. I mean, come on, reload speed as well, it's damn good. Next is the defense holster with 986 armor, 1200, 1100, and 1200. Go ahead and roll that 1100, or you can wait until 1.8. It's your choice, but it's rolled with skill haste as well. Next, we're going to be making our way upstairs over to the advanced weaponry vendor over in the security wing of the base of operations, and there's one weapon here that I would recommend picking up, and that would be the MP5 ST. 21% critical hit chance. It's got basically maximum base damage or very close to it. Brutal, fierce, and skilled. Go ahead and roll anything that you need to the way that you want. If you want to try and make sure you get deadly on there as well for the maximum amount of crit hit chance, roll whatever you decide. It's all up to you. Next, we're going to be making our way on over to the Last Stand Safehouse. And over at this particular light zone Safehouse, there's one thing here that I would recommend picking up. If you haven't already got a decent mod already for rocking around over in for your firearms, this is definitely going to go ahead and try and get you something taken care of here. You got 260 plus on that firearm, which is always hella nice. I mean, you got to love doing that. You know, 266 firearms with 4% signature. I mean, it's just like crazy stuff, right? Next, we're going to be making our way on over to the Ward Safe House. Here, there is a 5% shield damage resilience mod. That's max, guys. Pick this bad boy up. Get a couple of them if you need to, if you want to try and get through Stolen Signal. This thing would definitely go ahead and help you out overall. It will be great once the classified version of defense hits, but we'll just have to wait and see how much longer that's going to take. Next, we're going to be making our way on over to the East 34th Street Safe House. And over here, another stamina mod. I mean, again, this one is really, really nice as well. 262 with 3100 skill power. Like, that is the perfect balance to make sure that you have a nice amount of toughness with that little bit of extra to make sure your skills are on basically in check. Next, over at the East 42nd Street Safe House, there is a reflex sight here rolled with the stats that I always enjoy having: critical hit chance, critical hit damage, and headshot damage. The three stats that I consider the most important on any site to make sure you're doing the maximum amount of DPS on NPCs and hell, even people in PvP. Why not, right? Next stop's going to be over at the Park Avenue DZ checkpoint. There is a PP-19 located at this particular spot with 21.5 critical hit chance, vicious, determined, and hurried. I would say it's kind of a toss-up. Do you want to leave hurried? Do you want to get rid of it? Do you want to get rid of determined? It's kind of like all over the place. I really couldn't want to tell you which way to go with this one or not. Roll it as you see fit, however it works best for you. I mean, that's all I can really say on that. And our last and final stop is going to be the only DZ safe house over at DZ03. It's very simple to get to over on West 38th Street. Here, you can pick up an old school first wave Vector, and we all know that Vectors are pretty near and dear to my heart, being the original OG SMG from the start of when this game first launched. But this one here is rolled with 21.5% critical hit chance, meticulous, competent, and unforgiving. Again, roll this little guy to try and maximize your best either Dark Zone build or for whatever you're trying to do for your PvE builds. Anyways, guys, that's going to go ahead and wrap everything up for this week's vendor reset. Be sure to go ahead and drop a like if you haven't already, sub if you're brand new, and don't forget to turn on your mobile notifications, guys, so that you know exactly when I'm going live and when other content like this drops the moment it does.